It's always been pretty gnarly, my social anxiety.
Paris Jackson is opening up about her struggles with mental health.
I don't really expect anyone else to understand.
On Wednesday, Paris appeared on a new episode of Red Table Talk, chatting with Willow Smith on how fame triggered her social anxiety and PTSD.
I experience audio hallucinations sometimes of camera clicks and severe paranoia, and have been going to therapy for a lot of things, but that included, and I've started EMDR.
Like you hear camera
I'll hear
clicks?
like a trash bag rustling and I flinch and panic.
Is that from the paparazzi?
Yeah, I think it's just standard PTSD.
The singer also goes on to say that she's had nightmares and that she doesn't like to go out during the day, but she's working on healing that aspect of her life. Willow and Paris also bond over some of the downsides of being in the spotlight, revealing they're very protective of who they let into their inner circle.
I'm very paranoid about information.
Right.
Like,
Oh, 100%.
if I'm telling
everyone
them
that walks into my house signs an NDA.
Yo,
it's gnarly.
It's gnarly. Even being delete that text because I don't want people to
Oh yeah, it does a lot to your nervous system because you're constantly in fight or flight.
Exactly.
Fight, flight, freeze, collapse. You're constantly walking on eggshells, constantly looking over your shoulder. You have to sit up straight and act right, because if you don't, it not only reflects on your reputation, your family's reputation.
Paris opened up about her experience contemplating suicide, admitting there were times she was upset it didn't work. But now she says things have gotten better.
I think it was everything, man. Yeah. I think a lot of it was just not knowing who I was, being a young girl, going through puberty, and probably a lot of just my situation and a lot of pressure. It was really hard, and people would tell me to kill myself every day. And I was depressed.
But now Paris has channeled that challenging period in her life into her music, releasing her debut album, Wilted, back in November.
You had said that music saved your life.
Oh, for sure. It makes me feel less alone, and it makes me feel heard. There were some dark times where I did feel like music was all I had. I feel like it's still probably there somewhere in the back of my head, but the louder thing that competes is that I feel like my dad would be proud.
In 2018, Paris opened up to ET about her late father, Michael Jackson, and how she will continue to remember the king of pop and his legacy.
Family to me is a feeling, and again, with expectations, we honor him in our own way, and I don't really expect anyone else to understand besides this dude right here, and so I'm just happy to be with him. It's love and great feeling.